Okay, hello and welcome everyone to round 3 of the Cappuccino Trophy League via room.org. I'm Dave Higgins. I'm going to take you through the main highlights as I see them. We're at Spa-Francorchamps in the heart of the Ardennes Forest in Belgium for this one. Fantastic day to go racing. Now, the last race was won by Z-Kart, who absolutely flattened the opposition. It was unbelievable speed around Laguna. So let's see if he can repeat it here around Spa-Francorchamps. We're on board with DM at the moment, so we'll take it from there and let's see how it goes. Hope you enjoy the main highlights. 9 laps here. We've got Z-Kart on pole position, DM second, Driz third, JK, one of the champions, in fourth, 5th, race 42, 6th, the other champion in the field, JB player 1. Badger is a very good 7th, just behind JB. Slim in 8th, Genoa 9th, Mad Dog 10th, Rhesus 11th, and 12th, Jumpy Bob. Canadian, I believe, Jumpy Bob. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm ever so sorry if I got that wrong, but I think he's a Canadian player. Good mixture of fields and nationalities. So here we go, on with the race. So, who's going to hold the advantage off the line? Will Z-Kart nick it off the line? DM going straight behind Z-Kart, pushing Driz a little bit wide, but DM's gone right for the inside line. The other cars are out quite wide as we go into La Source hairpin for the first time. Big grin, sideways from DM there. Has he held it? He has just held it. Everybody's got around cleanly, which is good to see on the first lap. Now, side by side in the back, we have JK and Driz. JK's made a fantastic move up to third. Tight up behind DM as we go to Eau Rouge for the first time. Incredibly blind, full pelt corner. You can't see where the apex is on the left. You've got to guess where it is. And pray you don't end up in the barriers at the top. Flying down the Camel Straight now, reaching speeds of up to 130 miles per hour. Lots and lots of slipstreaming going off here. To this effect, this circuit... and it's 3 abreast into Lacombe. Going around Lacombe, and DM has nicked it into first place now with the other 3 boys, Z-Kart, JK and Driz, all jostling behind. DM's teammate, JB Player 1, now is up to 5th. This at the moment it's anybody's, to be fair. It's a 9-lap race. Now, as I'm going back to slipstreams, is what I was talking about. Basically, because it's such a high-speed circuit, this one, slipstream effect is absolutely incredible here. As long as you're sort of within 3 or 4 or 5 car lengths of the guy in front, then you will start to get the slipstream effect, particularly down Blanchimont, which is the latter part of the course, but also up the Camel Straight as well. There's 2 high-speed sections where you're doing 130, and actually, if you get a really good slipstream, you can get up to nearly 140 miles an hour in these Cappuccinos. Absolutely redlining it, well into the 8.5, 9,000 rev mark. So, a little bit of an off from DM there. Let's just have a look at the pack from the back. DM's pulled out quite a big lead here. JK is in 2nd place. Let's see what's happening with JK. He's got Z-Kart tighter behind. Now, this is the Camel Straight that I was talking about. This is Blanchimont, which comes into the old-fashioned bus stop chicane. And here we go, Z-Kart getting a tow from JK, and Z-Kart will probably go through unless JK can defend the position. Very difficult to defend here. The only thing I can do really as a driver, as any driver can do, is just plant it to the right hand side of the circuit approaching the bus stop chicane. Now look how much they've caught DM now. They've caught DM was a good 5, 6, 7 car lengths clear. Superb shot of JK's helmet there. DM was about 5 car lengths clear as we went up to the bus stop chicane there. A lot of cars going very, very wide there. I think that was Rhesus having a little bit of a moment in the background. But because they were slipstreaming each other, they was just so much faster than DM, and obviously DM's having to, with his car, punch a hole in the air. The other guys are getting sucked along by each other's slipstream, and in effect, you don't have any air in front of you, which is why your car goes so much quicker and so much faster. So JB's been knocked back a bit now. He's down in 6th position, I believe. Looking at that shot there, he's tight up behind Z-Kart, but he's got Badger behind him as well. So going up the Camel Straight for the 2nd time out of a 9-lap race here. Approaching Lacombe, 130 miles an hour. We've got Raced, looking pretty racy there in 4th position. See a little bit of attack on JK. It might be worth just getting on board with the back of JK's car, just to have a look and see what the situation is behind. Oh, and that's nice. What a good shot. Let's just listen to these motors just for a moment. Just get a taste for what it sounds and feels like. And you can hear that. You can hear the turbos whistling and kicking in every time there's a down change. Interesting for a bit of knowledge for people, in the Cappuccino, Suzuki Cappuccino, the maximum power band is reached. Oh, a big off-circuit from Z-Kart in the background there. JB's looking pretty racy on race 42. In fact, I think we'll go on board with Z-Kart just to get a little bit of a grip of that. Yes, and it is. JB wants that 5th place from Raced, but Raced is not going to give it up without a fight. Very gutsy racer is race 42. A very gutsy player, you know. He really, and he's very, very fast as well. But JB's tight up behind him. Might be worth just going on board and seeing where JB is. Drop back a little bit now as we come down the Blanchimont, the back section. But watch watch JB Player 1. He'll get a slipstream here, and you should very gradually see him getting pulled in. Let's just see if this happens, or if he's too far back. And it's not really happening, surprisingly enough. I thought he might have got more of a toe than that. Let's just see what happens approaching the bus stop chicane. You'll see JB close very, very rapidly. And JB, oh dear, Cyrus! But in the meantime, we've missed the ding dong in front. Race 42 has got through. He's got through Z-Kart and Driz. I missed that. I didn't see that. I apologise, everyone. We've got a massive battle. Well, JB might plant one down the inside here. So it's 4 into La Source hairpin. And in the meantime, we've got a ding dong battle out front with DM and with Driz. Driz putting absolute piles of pressure on. Nearly overtook DM. Now Driz won the last round, of course. DM came 3rd. So up Eau Rouge, DM taking plenty of curb there. The idea with Eau Rouge really is to try to keep it as straight as possible as you go up, and this is the slipstream effect I was talking about. DM's got no defence here at all. The only thing DM can do, as we're approaching 125 miles an hour, the only thing DM can do is keep it where he is and try to outbrake Driz into Lacombe. Let's see what happens. And he does not. He does not. So DM loses the lead. A very good overtake by Driz. It was the last of the great breakers into Lacombe corner there. So DM really, really close behind again. Will he have a stab? Oh, and Driz going very defensive, using all the road there to block DM and stop DM getting past. A very good, intelligent driving by Driz. So we're approaching the Pouhon corner now. It's a big downhill section, a long constant radius sort of left-hander. You've got to be quite slow on the entrance to it. In the meantime, look behind. JB Player 1 is now in sight of his teammate DM. He's got up to 3rd, so that's good racing from JB Player 1. Now what we will see, and I was talking about slipstreams, is I'll try to get on board with Driz, Driz's car, and we'll go to the back of Driz's car, because I suspect here what we will see is oh, actually DM is almost past. Oh, he's got pushed wide that little bit. That's a shame. He got a little bit of a nudge, and we're going to see JB Player 1 right on the back of DM going round the Blanchimont section. So let's see if that he can get sucked into the back of his teammate and get past. In the meantime, we've got Z-Kart right behind him and JK there as well. Now you'll see if we go on board with, in fact I won't, I'll stick with this shot just for a moment, because we can see the absolute humdinger of a battle between JB and Z-Kart. Now JB needs to stay, coming to the bus stop chicane, needs to stay to the right of the circuit, or the left as you're looking at it, if he's going to defend that position. And he is doing, look at him, he's stopping him flying past, which is really good. Braking really, really late into the bus stop chicane, the right-left flick now. You've got to be patient putting your foot down here, otherwise the back can step out. Now JB's a hell of a lot closer, and still the entire field can be seen pretty much all the way back to Resus. Coming down to Lacombe again for the 4th time. And let's just see where Driz is in relation to this. Oh, so DM, oh dear, oh, bit of a bouncy there over the exit, and you'll see DM, you'll see the slipstream effect. This is what I was talking about, guys. So the car in front that we're on board with, Driz, that car's having to punch a hole in the air, which takes away all the sort of horsepower from the engine, because the engines have to do a lot of work, and there, slipstream from JB, oh dear, bouncing and overtaking, a double slipstream. So the guys who are behind this car are getting sucked in by the hole that Driz's car is creating, and look, he's got absolutely nailed down the straight, and it's 4 abreast approaching Lacombe corner now. My goodness. So that is all because of slipstream. So DM holding second, JB nearly losing it at Lacombe. It's dropped back to 4th position now. Good lord, and that's enabled Badger to catch right up as well. So we've still got looking very racy all the way through here, to be fair. Let's just skip a couple of laps. It's a very long lap here. It's about 2 minutes 47, I think, is the fastest lap at the moment. So let's just, we're on board, let's go on board with the leaders. And we'll just skip maybe 2 or 3 laps. So we're on lap 5 now, and DM has got the lead back. If we get rid of the black screen, we'll be able to see what's going off. Thank you very much, Mr. PlayStation. DM looks like he's pulled out a little bit of a lead. A big understeer as he goes round the first corner there. And JB Player 1 looking extremely racy with Driz in the background. We've got to get more of a handle on that. We've got to see that. What is good at the moment is, of course, we've had no yellow flags, no racing incidents. Everyone's kept it nice and clean, but fast. So Driz, I don't think Driz will hold off JB Player, because here he is getting sucked in the slipstream. Out JB goes, his engine's having to do less work, and he'll get pulled through that clean air created with Driz's car, and then he might just flick it out and pop it down the inside into Lacombe corner. Let's just see if that happens. He's trying for it. And there he goes, outbraked him, so well done. So JB Player is on his teammate now, on DM who's leading the race. Let's go on the back of DM's car. So the number 2 Scuderia Rosso versus number 1 Scuderia Rosso, and it looks like JB's planting it down the inside. But no, a lot of mutual respect between the 2 teammates there. They're racing each other, and they're keeping it as fair as they can. But it looks like it may get, JB might get past, but no, going down towards Pouham corner. Oh, JB's just gone wide a little bit. He's onto the grass. It's not affected him that much, and he's side by side with DM approaching Pouham corner. Let's just see who can be the latest on the brakes. And I think DM's on the inside, but will JB be able to go around the outside? Indeed he has, but he's drifted wide off circuit, but he's back on again. Unbelievable, and JB Player 1 has taken the lead from DM. Now Badger, look at Badger in the background. Now that's interesting, he's up to 4th position. And he really needs that. He needs some good performances, because he had a lot of bad luck last season. But he's looking pretty racy here, to be honest. So JB Player 1 leads with DM in second. Oh, and JB's wide. JB's gone onto the grass. An unforced error by JB. Now I believe, let's just have a look at JB's car. Let's see if there's anything that could have caused that. And yeah, he's got damage. So that must have been from a nudge somewhere. Not quite sure where that came from, but it has got damage. We can see rear near side damage. And yeah, you can see the rear wheel on there crabbing a little bit as he's going down the road. Now that's just a bit of luck that DM was looking for, but having said that, coming down to the bus stop chicane again, we're seeing Driz on the attack. Badger now up into 3rd position for the 5th time out of 9 laps, and DM is good on the brakes, and Driz has backed off a little bit into the last corner. Okay, well done. Right, so let's skip through lap 6, lap 7, and we'll go to lap 8. In fact, we'll skip halfway around lap 8, I'm afraid, because so we've gone up the Kemmel Straight. DM, oh, actually, has pulled out a big lead now, so DM's looking pretty out front. We want to go to Zcart, JK, and Badger. So let's have a look. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th is, oh dear, who was that off there? That was JK. Some kind of an unforced error, I think, there, or maybe a bit of contact, to be fair. I won't do a replay on that, guys, because it'll take me all the way back to the beginning of the lap. And I'm up to the 15-minute mark already on the camera. So JK might have had a bit of contact with somebody then and gone off. I wonder if there's any damage on JK's car. Let's just have a look. Oh dear. Oh, there is. There's front offside damage and rear near side damage. So obviously some contact there. Was it Driz? Driz is carrying damage as well. And we'll go on board with Badger now, looking really, really racy. So obviously there was some kind of a contact between Driz, which is a shame because he was running well up front, and JK there. A bit of a bump or a bit of a nudge. Sorry again, I can't do the replay on it, guys, just for time's sake. This is an extremely long lap at Spa Circuit, which looks absolutely fantastic. Look at those hills. They look brilliant. The scenery really is just superb as you go through the Ardennes forest. I love racing here myself. There's a lot of history here as well, particularly on this section of circuit, the Blanchimont section. Lots of incidents at Blanchimont with, you know, Mansell, Senna, Prost, and particularly there was that really big crash where Eric Comas crashed his car and Ayrton Senna jumped out and reputedly saved Eric Comas' life. I think that was back in 1992. But that shows you what a quality driver Ayrton Senna was, really, to be honest. So again, DM well clear in the lead by the looks of it. Oh, Badger, a bit of untidiness from Badger. So DM is well clear in the lead. Z-Kart is bringing up second place, so we're on lap 9 of 9. But he's under a lot of pressure from Badger. Now I'm going to stick with this one here, because Badger's brought his... I think he was qualified all over. Is that race 42 pulled off as well? Wonder what's wrong with race 42. I just noticed he's pulled off there. Let's just have a look. Oh, that's what's wrong. Yeah, a hell of a lot of damage on that car. That's what's wrong with it. Must have been a big contact and incident. I didn't really see it, so I'm unable to go back for the replay for it. I have to see him happen, really. So I'll go back with Badger, who's now up into second. So he must be going up the Kemmel Straight at the moment, and he is, but again, look, there's a slipstream effect. Here comes Driz, who's going to plant it down the left-hand side, right-hand side, should I say, of the circuit, and he's outbraked. No, he's backed off. He's backed off. He's enabled Badger to hold that line there. So good, solid racing. He's just kind of thinking, well, it's the last lap, I'm not going to chuck it away. I want that podium. Now, JB Player 1 seems to have fallen off quite a long way with that damage on his car. He's under a lot of pressure from Slim, JK's teammate. And Jumpy Bob I don't think he'll be having any action. No, he's by himself, unfortunately. Supporting a good colour car. So I think the closest battle is still Badger. So we're coming to nearly the finish of the lap, just going around Pourn Corner for the last time. Approaching, I think it's called Stavelot, the next section on the circuit. There's DM well in the lead. There's no way he's going to be caught now, because unless he chucks it off and bins it. But this is incredibly close. Now, who's going to be second across the line? That's the question. These are the last two places on the podium, and believe you me, I could see that Badger really wants it, but also Driz wants it just as much as Badger. Now, neither of the cars are supporting any damage, so it's going to be a drag race. Now, I'd give Driz the slight advantage here, because again, he's behind, getting the slipstream effect down the Blanchimont, up to the bus stop chicane for the final time. Will he have a dive down the inside? I'm going to stick with it, because we know DM's going to win the race. But you can see DM flying around there. He's about 3 or 4 seconds ahead, I would say, so he's well out of slipstream. As long as he gets around the bus stop chicane, he's won. Now who's going to plant into the bus stop chicane? There's DM going round for the win, and Badger's staying incredibly defensive. Oh, that was really late on the brakes. And Driz is on the outside, and he's doing a little cutback. It's going to be a drag race across the line. It's going to be a drag race. It looks just like that Badger's just going to lose that. Oh, a little bit of a horn beep as well. That was so close, so close. JK finishing 4th then. Magnificent win for DM. First of the season. And he'll be hoping plenty more. So that was an unbelievably close race. Well played to all involved. Looking forward to round 3, round 4, 5 and 6, sorry, which is this Sunday, and that's going to be at Autumn Ring, and then a couple of races around Cape Ring South, I believe, if my memory serves me, all to play for. And I believe that gives DM leading the championship, closely followed by Z-Kart. So early signs are good and promising. We'll just see what happens for the rest of the season. Thanks very much for watching.